Hey, Tacoma Strength. This week we're going to go back to our specific stretching. So you got 9 stretches to do this week, each on separate days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Although if at any time you are feeling really sore and you do want to feel a lot better, I'd recommend going through that Core 4 or the Grade 8. If you need help with that, pretty much everyone, all the instructors know how to go through them, so you can go ahead and ask them. But let's go ahead and get started on our recovery this week. We're going to start off with a banded lat and hip flexor stretch. So how that's going to go is you're going to get a band tied around the top. With your far hand, you're going to grab onto it, and then you're going to step away a little bit, shoot your far leg, far away from the band leg, back into a lunge. And then from there, you're just going to get right here, push your hips forward, and then let that band pull your arm right over your head. And you're going to feel that stretch right down here, all the way up into here. Okay. Next we got the glute wall stretch. So you're going to hit the ground. You're going to want to be not too far away from the wall and not too close. So where you want to be is you want to be right where your butt starts, or when you cross over like this. You're going to want to be right where your butt starts to lift the ground, and then you're going to reach down, get this tailbone right back here to the ground. So it's going to be a difference between this, and this will allow you, when you bring that tailbone down to the ground, to get a nice glute stretch. And then so as you relax into this stretch, you're going to want to start pushing this knee in, pulling this knee up, and that'll create a little bit more movement in that hip. And then after that, after the glute wall, we got our hand box stretch. So how you're going to do that is you're going to get a box. Probably you don't want it too high, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. The higher the box, the more intense the stretch will be. So you're going to start off, toes pointing up, heel on the ground, bent knee, and you're going to get a big chest, and then just straighten out that knee like this. And I like to go about 20 push downs, and it's a really gentle push down. And then after that, you're going to do the second portion of the hammer box, which is foot over on its side. You're going to tack this foot down, and you're going to just come out as far as you can, really reaching with your butt. And you're going to feel this nice stretch right in your hamstrings up into your glutes as well. That's Monday. For Wednesday, we got couch stretch. Woo. Whoops. So let's see here. You get up onto a wall or a pillar, anything really. Get that knee down on the ground. Up all the way. Remember, the further away your knee is from the wall, the easier it'll be. So this is really easy for me. My knee initially was back too far, and it was hard for me to stand up all the way. So you want to be able to get up not too easily. You just want to have a light stretch. You don't want to have it too intense. You don't want to start crying when you're stretching. And then so on this couch stretch, I like to wiggle into it a little bit, and then just really relax. Squeeze my abs a little bit. And that squeeze will allow you to get a little bit better of a stretch, especially in your psoas right up here. Then we got pec major minor. So just like the usual, gonna have hand about face level, turn, and this is your pec major stretch. And you're gonna want to just turn away. And what I like to do is I like to turn my elbow in like this, and then turn it out, and just cycle between those two. And you can kind of loosen up a little bit extra. So for this pec minor stretch, you're going to want to get your hand behind your elbow, like this, so your elbow's more forward. And then this stretch is going to be a little bit more intense. Alright, so then we got a rhomboid stretch. You're going to grab onto the pillar with your bottom hand, or your far hand you're going to grab low. Top hand, you're going to go grab high, With this bottom hand you'll hold on, top hand you'll press away, and you're going to want to keep your torso parallel with the ground. And this is going to get right back here behind your shoulder blade, in that kind of low shoulder blade portion. Friday, we have this lower abdominal stretch that I'm going to refer to as the Cobra stretch. Since it's a common position in yoga, and they call it the Cobra. So you're going to get down like this, or down the ground all the way, and then you're going to keep your hips on the ground, come up, and really try to leave those hips on the ground, even try to reach your belly button down to the ground, and relax. Take a deep breath, and then let it go, and try to get up a little bit more. You'll feel a really nice stretch in those lower abdominals. Then we got a lat stretch. For the lat stretch, you're gonna go up, far hand up, holding on, bottom hand pushing away. You're gonna want to get your feet close, elbow over your head, and you're just gonna become a nice crescent shape, and you'll really feel a nice stretch right up here. Last stretch of the week is Band-Aid front rack, external rotation stretch. So, how the Band-Aid front rack external rotation stretch works is you're going to get a lighter band, so kind of a thinner one. You're going to get it, wrap it up once. I think once should be good for me. You might have to do it twice. And you want to get your elbow inside your shoulders. Gonna grab onto a PVC pipe or a dowel or whatever, like this, and you get onto a platform. So if you wanna, right here. So like a box or something down low, get your hands out. Then I like to do this kneeling. You're gonna get your elbows on this right here. Give the big chest, and you're just gonna come down and trying to get those shoulders up into or your elbows up, similar or to a close area, or similar to how you would do a front rack. There you go. And then as you go down, the stretch intensifies, and I just like to go up, down, come down a little bit, hold it. Ooh. And don't wrench too hard on yourself. And it's a really good stretch. It'll really help out with that nice front rack position. If you have trouble getting those elbows up, definitely going to want to do that some extra. Okay, and that's it for this week's recovery. Thank you.